Alright guys, welcome to It's Time to Have Fun, where all videos are amazing. And here's another amazing video coming right this way. Hey guys, and welcome back to today's video. And in this video today, I am actually going to be telling to you about a ride I've hardly ever mentioned on this channel. Rock and Roll Roller Coaster. If you guys didn't know, I know this is a little bit late for me to be talking about this, but so just on March 1st, the ride had its last few rides because right now it's temporarily closed because they're retheming it to the Muppets. So for the most recent version, so Rock and Roll Roller Coaster was a indoor launch roller coaster. Built by Vekoma. It had Aerosmith theming. And and the idea of the ride was you were meant to be on the highways of Hollywood trying to get to a Aerosmith concert in a really fast car riding with Aerosmith. And it was Disney World's only roller coaster with inversions. Yes, and I didn't go to, so it's located at Hollywood Studios, and yes, I know I didn't go to Hollywood Studios on my most recent trip. In 2018, I did go to Hollywood Studios and got to ride on Rock and Roller Coaster. First, we are going to talk about the history of this ride. Disney's Hollywood Studios opened as MBM Studios back on May 1st, 1989. When it first opened, it was meant to be a theme park combined with real working TV productions. Show guessed how things on TV were made. The rides back when they opened, they had the Epic Movie Ride, Studio Backlot Tour, and later in the year, Star Tours. And so over the years, the park continued to operate with a added ride addition, Tower of Terror, which came later. And then, so in 1999, Disney was really in competition with Universal. And so Universal was opening a whole new park named Islands of Adventures, which is still there today. So for when Islands of Adventures was opening, Disney decided they needed to find a way to get people to keep going to their parks and not be leaving for Universal or going to Universal instead. And so Disney had a plan. They decided they needed to add more thrill rides to Disney. And they had one great idea. They decided they wanted a fast indoor roller coaster. A strong music and show business theme. Something that felt like being inside a concert. So instead of a normal roller coaster, they thought, what if you are racing through a city to get to a concert on time? At first, Disney didn't plan to use Aerosmith at first. At first, they were planning to do for some band. They wanted to do some band like Rolling Stones. But then Aerosmith said they would do it. We're excited to be a part of it. Aerosmith did the pre-show. Recorded songs just for the ride and helped it feel like a real rock concert experience. They had it all planned. They had it all ready to do. Rock and roll roller coaster. Roller coaster where you're riding in a fast car with Aerosmith to get to their concert. After the band decides that they can't leave you just at their studio and not be able to hear their music. In 1998, they started building the ride. And then, in 1999, it was time. So, on July 29th, 1999, they did the opening ceremony, opened the ride. And it was a big deal when they opened the ride because it was one of the thrillingest rides they have ever done. And it was their first ride at Disney World to go upside down. And then so the ride was immediately a big hit due to its popularity. In 2003, they actually added it to Disneyland Paris. Closed in 2018 and became Adventure Symbol Flight Force, which has the same layout. Also, there's another roller coaster in Europe, in the Netherlands at Wallaby Holland, with the same layout as well. The ride continued to operate throughout the years. It remained a popular attraction. And even I got to do it in 2018 and loved it. So, for the ride itself, so I will explain what it was to you guys, what it was like. So, when you were in the queue, once you went inside, you were in Aerosmith's studio. And then during the pre-show, Aerosmith has a concert we have to get to, but they don't want to leave you there because they want you to be able to hear their music. And so they're trying to find a way to get you to the Aerosmith concert with them. And then they have the idea. A very fast car. On the ride part, at the beginning, you would make a slow turn left, and then you would stop. And then it would start by a countdown starting from 5. And then, right when you expected to say 1, you would launch from 0 to 53 miles per hour. Into a half loop, into a half corkscrew, and then a half corkscrew into a half loop. Continuing the rest of the ride. It would play Aerosmith music during the ride. And on the ride, it's meant to be like you're on the highways of Hollywood. So on the ride, you can see traffic signs. It's telling you where everything is above your head, just like the signs the green signs you see on the highway. And even see some things that give the Hollywood vibe. For example, in the middle of a ride, you would go through the Hollywood sign. There's other props that make it feel like Hollywood. And then, so towards the end of the ride, there was one more version, a full corkscrew. So when the ride was over, when you were slowing down, there was a street sign above your head that said VIP parking. If you're pulling in to the VIP parking section of the Aerosmith concert, that's when you would slow down. And then, when you get off the ride, it's meant to be you arrived at the concert. So this is definitely one of my very favorite roller coasters I've ever done. I'm sure a lot of other people agree on that. And so recently, on March 1st, it had its last rides, and now it is closed, and the Aerosmith version will not be returning. But here's what they're doing. So this is not actually a full ride removal, changing it from Rock and Roll Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Rock and Roll Roller Coaster starring the Muppets. It's going to be the same ride, but instead of being themed Aerosmith, it's going to be themed the Muppets. It might have a whole different story to it. Changing the look of the car on the outside. Should all be looking brand new and being themed the Muppets. Set to open later this summer. So do I like the idea of retheming it to the Muppets? Absolutely not. The reason why is because I just don't get it. Like, yes, the Muppets have, sorry to upset there, but the Muppets have rock and roll in it, but that's a kids show. Like, why are you making the one ride that speeds up to 53 miles per hour and goes upside down 3 times be themed after what might be considered a children's show or a family show? Like, I really just don't get it. Also, one thing, the Muppets, to me, the show, is very annoying. I watched it before, and it's not a good show in my opinion. It's very annoying, and I don't like it. Of course, it's probably like for little kids, like they're probably not tall enough to ride it, or they might get scared of a ride. And for people that grew up with the Muppets and are now adults from that time period, quite a few of them would probably not want to do it, including my mom. But so yeah, I do not like the idea of them doing the Muppets, in my opinion. For that, I think they should have done something else. One thing I think they should have done, like Expedition Everest, its own story, not themed after anything. Just got another professional rock band to do it. Also, so here's another thing. Why do I think they're probably doing this? So I do know, of course, probably a lot of you guys are thinking it's because Aerosmith is not too family friendly. I don't think it's really that, because I think it's probably licensing to Aerosmith. And also for it being family, not being because it's family friendly, that would not really make sense to retheme that ride because it's not family friendly. It is a high-speed, thrilling roller coaster. And for a high-speed, thrilling roller coaster, can it make sense to have if it be themed something that's not so family friendly? Of course. I don't think it's that. It's probably what I think it might be is licensing. Smith, and they have the rights to the Muppets, so they won't need to pay for any rights. I think it's because of licensing. ChatGPT did tell me that since they were shutting down the Muppets attraction, that like the animatronics and all that are coming from Muppets 3D Vision, didn't want to throw their Muppets animatronics away, so they just decided to put them in Rock and Roll Roller Coaster. So if you guys are Rock and Roll Roller Coaster fans of the original, I actually don't think you need to worry. If you're into it from its like high-speed thrilling like how it is, it can be just the same if you don't focus on the theming. And even if you do, it might just be like a similar ride, just different theming. For me, like, I'm going to try it. It can be just the same if you probably still going to be my favorite ride. I just don't think the theming seems good. Sorry, I forgot to say another reason why I don't like the idea is the reason that they're changing like the most popular ride at Hollywood Studios. I really don't get that. You know one thing for sure. Smith of Rock and Roll Roller Coaster made lots of memories, including a memory for me. The Aerosmith version is definitely going to be an attraction that will be missed. Okay guys, that will be it for this video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And this might seem crazy, but look at this, guys. Now, I'm making this video. I currently have 85 subscribers. And I would love it if I could get more. And I'm very thankful for how many of you guys subscribed. Thank you very much. I've never thought I would reach that many after reaching 50. So can we please keep this thing going if we get any new subscribers? To make it to 100, I will be letting you guys control my day at Six Flags Over Texas. Yep, that will be it for this video today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And so comment down below, did you guys ever get to ride this awesome roller coaster? Are you planning on riding the new version? Thank you for watching, and it's time to have fun. Now saying bye. Bye, guys. What a wonderful video that was, but unfortunately it's now coming to an end. But if you want to see more, please make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. And I will see you next time.